Happy Memorial Day. I hope everyone is having a wonderful week so far. So recently I was at Wegmans, and Wegmans, which is one of my favorite stores, has the most amazing and extensive wine and spirits collection. They have locally made wines, organic wines, a whole bunch of good things. So I was actually checking out some different wines, and they had a special on rosé. And I was actually kind of impressed because I get coupons from Wegmans, and I actually kind of like rosé. I know it's recently become a huge fad for many different reasons. But anyhow, I was in the rosé section and I'm walking through and I come across this awesome bottle. The Blood Orange rosé wine with orange and other natural flavors that is produced in France. So this is a French rosé that I think is pretty interesting. And it comes from, I can't even say the location, but it's from an area in France, and imported. I always think that fruit rosé is best chilled. You may disagree with me because I tried it both ways and I prefer it chilled. I chilled this in the freezer overnight, so I'm gonna go pour some out. It's got this gorgeous peach color. If you guys can see, it's like a nice peach salmon-y color. Definitely not your traditional rosé that's like pink in color. It's a little bit more orangey. And you just get a nice aroma of just citrus. Like I smell tangerine and I smell a hint of blood orange. It's definitely a sweeter wine. If you are the kind of person that does not want a wine that is very tannic and that is very smooth, go with the Blood Orange Rosé. I always say that this wine is dangerous because it goes down so smooth and it is just incredible. You guys may remember that I did a review on the, the grapefruit rosé, and I was actually surprised that grapefruit, when made into wine, is sweet. Same thing with Blood Orange. There is no sourness or no tanginess to this. This is a pure sweet wine. It's very aromatic, very sweet smelling. It does not feel tannic on the tongue. It feels very smooth, not very astringent. And no bitter aftertaste. It's very refreshing. It quenches your thirst. You know, I could see someone pairing this wine with a very good fish if it's done correctly. But I also think that this wine would pair really well with a nice French dessert like a charlotte or a chocolate mousse. It's very, very sweet, and I think it would complement the entire meal if you had it for dessert. Personally, when I'm shopping for rosé, I look for something that you can have with dinner, but I actually will have this with dinner if it's with the right dish. If you want vegan dishes to pair this with, I would say go with something that has like rice in it, something that's very light, something that is not too savory. I don't want to say bland, but kind of like maybe like a couscous dish or a chickpea dish. This would pair nicely with that if you like a sweeter drink. You know, I always prefer French wines too because I think that French wines have a kind of, you know, a special royal feel to them. They're very fancy. And this was actually very cheap. This was about $10, so it was not, you know, ungodly expensive. It wasn't something that was, you know, gonna cost you an arm and a leg. You can easily substitute a few bottles of soda and get this, and I think, you know, your whole party will enjoy something like this. If you're throwing a party, by the way, I think this wine will be a big hit because for people that aren't liquor or wine drinkers, this is something that is enjoyable by all. You can also make a sangria with this that will taste phenomenal. You can add this in a cocktail. There are so many ways to use this wine. You just don't have to have it straight up like I drink it. So I don't know when this wine was produced date-wise. I know that I fell in love with this when I looked at the logo. It is so cool. You get this really nice, and it feels really cool, this nice texturized logo of a slice of a blood orange, and it makes you curious, like, huh, blood orange? That sounds interesting. So I definitely think that first, and if I can say this right, first PS wines are really, you know, incredible for doing something that is a little bit different and kind of outside the box when making a rosé. Because rosés just don't have to be your classical mixing your red and white wine. They can be as cool as making them from fruits. So I want to know from all my viewers, what is your favorite kind of rosé? Comment down below. And let me know, what are you guys having for Memorial Day weekend? Are you having, you know, rosé, red wine, white wine, something totally different, a few beers? I'd like to know from all my viewers. So, like, comment, hit that subscribe button down below so I can make some awesome content. I'm trying to get there so I can get monetized again because I really want to get back into YouTube and I missed all of you guys. So I'll be around more often now that I'm graduated. And I wish you all a very happy and healthy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and I want to give a special shout out to all my veterans that watch. Thank you for your service. So, I'll see you guys soon.